Mr. Welcome back. Now you know who it is. It's Screaming Stanley's Radio 1 station here. Spirit Radio 1. All right. Now we have reached Halloween, my loves. Halloween. And, well, you know what that means. We have reached the number 1 spot on my countdown. And this one is not a song. Oh, no. My loves, this one is not a song. You're going to see what it is very, very soon. In fact, well, you're going to see it right now.
But I don't really know anything about birds. My hobby is stuffing things. You know, not fill it.
Is your time so empty?
No. Well, I run the office and tend the cabins and grounds and do little errands for my mother, the ones she allows I might be capable of doing.
Do you go out with friends?
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother. You've never had an empty moment in your entire life, have you?
Only my share.
Where are you going? I didn't mean to pry.
I'm looking for a private island.
What are you running away from?
Why do you ask that?
No. People never run away from anything. The rain didn't last long, did it? You know what I think? I think that only at each other. And for all of it, we never budge an inch.
Sometimes we deliberately step into those traps.
I was born in mine. I don't mind it anymore.
Oh, but you should. You should mind it.
But I say I don't.
You know, if anyone ever talked to me the way I heard, the way she spoke to you.
Sometimes, when she talks to me like that, I feel I'd like to go up there and curse her and leave her forever. Or at least defy her. But I know I can't. She's ill.
She sounded strong.
No, I mean, ill. She had to raise me all by herself after my father died. I was only 5, and it must have been quite a strain for her. She didn't have to go to work or anything like that. He left her a little money. Anyway, a few years ago, Mother met this man, and he talked her into building this motel. He could have talked her into anything. And when he died too, it was just too great a shock for her. And the way he died. I guess it's nothing to talk about while you're eating. Anyway, it was just too great a loss for her. She had nothing left.
Except you.
Well, a son is a poor substitute for a lover.
Why don't you go away?
To a private island like you?
No. Not like me.
I couldn't do that. Who'd look after her? She'd be alone up there. The fire would go out. It'd be cold and damp like a grave. If you love someone, you don't do that to them even if you hate them. You understand? I don't hate her. I hate what she's become. I hate the illness.
Wouldn't it be better if you put her someplace?
You mean an institution? A madhouse? People always call a madhouse someplace, don't they? Put her in someplace.
sorry. I didn't mean it to sound uncaring.
What do you know about caring? Have you ever seen the inside of one of those places? The laughing and the tears, and the cruel eyes studying you. My mother there. But she's harmless. She's as harmless as one of those stuffed birds.
I am sorry. I only felt... It seems she's hurting you. I meant well.
People always mean well. They cluck their thick tongues and shake their heads and suggest oh so very delicately. Of course, I've suggested it myself. But I hate to even think about it. She needs me. It's not as if she were a maniac, a raving thing. She just goes a little mad sometimes. We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you?
Yes. Sometimes just one time can be enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Norman.
Norman.
She described, listen, she advised she opened and closed her door a total of 3 times, and the 4th time is when she left her bedroom to go downstairs to Bethany's bedroom. Right? Dylan, our prime suspect, advised she continued to call and text her roommates but received no answers. She provided the times she called and texted her roommates because they let her use her phone. And the time span she advised would have been between 4:20 a.m. to 4:27 a.m. Whatever. She advised she never thought about an intruder because she knew who did it. And in her mind, she stated she was not processing what was occurring as threatening to her. That's because it wasn't. That's because it wasn't threatening to her. She advised she believed the male, her friend, the person she knew did this crime, along with the other one, was directing his conversation of who she believed was Kaylee, not herself. Right, Dylan? Right. She advised she did not believe the male was directing that statement to her. But he was. In discussing why her friend did not harm her, it was discussed that it was possible the male knew her and wanted to protect her. And she said she understood, yes, that was possible for sure. But she lied. And she denied at this moment knowing who the suspect was. But she said she understood this was a strong possibility. That he was a friend of hers. He knew her and was protecting her. Just like the Vampire Diaries. People in denial. I really hope you understand what I'm saying here. And I hope you understand Screamin' Stanley's clip in the very beginning. Dylan further explained she Snapchatted Ethan Chapin, but of course received no answer from him. Of course. This is, of course. Okay. Dylan thought Ethan was still either at the Sigma Chi party or was at home. She was not certain. The third time that our prime suspect opened her door, she said her vision was blurry or fuzzy now. Fuzzy,
Gee, every time I open my bedroom door, my vision gets much more fuzzy, doesn't it? Does it to you guys? When you're just opening your door. That's weird how that works. Usually when I open my door, my vision doesn't change. It stays the same. Like everybody else's who's not psychotic. Yeah, but her vision was blurry or fuzzy. But she advised she saw a figure of her friend, dressed all in black, and they were masked up, and he was holding an item of what she initially perceived was a vacuum cleaner. But then she said that did not make any sense to her.
Mom, I don't want to fight anymore, Mom.
She described the suspect, again, as being muscular, skinny in tone, like a basketball player that she knows. In fact, what do we see her wearing when she's outside of the house? A basketball jersey. She further described him as being taller than her. Who cares? 5'10" frame, at least 3 inches or so. So he would be 6 inches and 6 feet tall. She advised he had to have heard her call Kaylee and Xana, and she thought he would have had to have heard her calling for them, and she was confused as to why he did not come to her room.
Oh, I love you. People in denial, I love you. I love you, I love you. People on Reddit. Hey, Regina Holler is real, morons.
You know why? Oh, because she just fucking told you why. She never thought he was an intruder. That's because he wasn't. And in her mind, she stated what she was seeing and hearing and processing was not threatening at all to her.
Because it wasn't. Because if it was, she'd be dead. That is the bottom line, people in denial. This comes from your very own prime suspect in this case. This is not some random YouTuber making stuff up. This comes from Dylan Mortensen herself. She was not threatened or did not feel threatened because she wasn't threatened at all. Because she knew who did this. It was one of her friends. And they even probed that with her. And she said, yes, it's a strong possibility that she understood that she knew who this person was. And this male knew her. And was there to protect her. There you go. This is my very favorite Idaho State Police document. This is their sequence, whatever, supplement. They call them supplements number 3. This is the very one where your prime suspect comes into very, very sharp focus here. And I'm sorry, people in denial. You have been misled. You have been brainwashed, my friends. This is coming from your very own prime suspect's mouth. Not my mouth. He was a basketball player. He was 6 feet tall. And he knew her, and she knew him. And that's why she never felt this was a threatening situation and never thought of an intruder, because this person and the other person that was involved with these people, because they weren't intruders. That's why there's no forced entry
into the crime scene because they weren't intruders. They were guests of Miss Dillon and Miss Bethany. And I'm sorry, on this Halloween, you cannot handle that. But that is the truth. And I'm going to do a live in a little bit. A little later, okay? It's not going to be as it was last night. But we're going to do a live. We may finish this document. There's about 4 more pages to go in this beauty. This tells you all you need to know about the prime suspect, Miss Dillon Mortensen. A great portion of it, anyway. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is another gem. She advised when she left her bedroom, she looked down the hallway to Xana's bedroom. Why? And could see Xana lying on her back, covered in a pool of blood, in her underwear. But Dillon Mortensen thought at the time Xana was just passed out. Dillon stated she never went into Xana's bedroom after killing her the first time. And she could only see Xana now because she didn't, well, first of all, she doesn't want to go back in there from the hallway as she was running for no reason to get to the Hobbit's bedroom. She advised she was too scared to re-enter Xana's room, and she knew Bethany, the Hobbit, was awake because Bethany also was aware of what's going on, and she knew she knew to go there because she was scared. That's her reasoning, guys. She went to the Hobbit's room not for any other reason, but she was scared. But wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. But just wait a minute. She advised she never thought about an intruder. And in her mind, she stated she was not processing what was occurring as a threat. But then we're running to the Hobbit's room. We are afraid to look into Xana's room because we don't want to see what we did. We don't want to go back into the crime scene that we started. We don't want to enter that, of course not, and get blood all over us again. And we're going to run down. We're going to run and not walk. Run when there's no reason to run because there's no threat. Because not for any other reason, but because I was scared. What are you scared of, Dillon? I know what you're scared of, Dillon. I know exactly what you're scared of, Dillon. Yeah. Yeah. Bad, isn't it? Really bad. That's why Miss Dillon Mortensen should have been arrested immediately. This is complete and utter bullshit. I'm sorry people who are half-wits, are dimwits, are just in denial. Have you ever heard a bunch of bullshit in all your God-forsaken life? She knew what was in that room. She saw Xana lying on the floor, covered in blood, in her underwear. And she chose to do what? Did she choose to call police? No. Did she choose to run outside the house to get help? No. No. Did she choose to do any rational, what we would consider rational behavior in this situation? Nope. Not at all. Not at all. She didn't perceive this situation as a threat because it wasn't a threat to her. She knew who did this crime. She describes him. And she even admits that, yes, it's a very strong possibility that this person that did this was my friend, and I was their friend. I love you all. I love you all. But we keep, I'll tell you what, we keep getting more and more hammers. And the more hammers we have, the more that denial just kind of gets chipped away and chipped away and chipped away. Even if I have to read the same document to you over and over again, I will. I will, until you finally realize what we've been talking about this whole time. Dylan Mortensen should be in jail. She should have been arrested that very morning, along with Bethany Funk, along with Hunter Johnson, along with, don't get me wrong, there's other people at play here. They're shadowy. 2 frats. Okay. But we're talking at least a total of 4 people should have been arrested on this very day. On this very, very morning, on the very morning that police arrived, 4 people should have been arrested on the spot. And those are the 4. Dylan, Bethany, Hunter Johnson, and Jack Ducour. Those 4 should have been arrested immediately. Possibly Emily, yes. I would put her in there too. Sure, why not? I'm not taking any chances because I don't know. So I'm going to arrest you. Yeah. Again, what are we going to do? We're going to figure it out later. So on that very morning, 5 people, 4 at least, but 5 possibly, should have been arrested. Hands down, bar none. Hands down, bar none. But, again, we know this. What do we see? The exact opposite occurred. Alice in Wonderland, it's Halloween. Let's have a good one. Hey, we're going to have a great Halloween, my loves. Oh, yes. Hey, the night is just getting started, my dears. Oh, I love you. I love you. We are going to finish this up a little later. Yeah, because right now I'm too scared to actually continue on. So I'm going to run upstairs, and grab a cigarette. And by the way, when I'm doing that, I'm going to avoid eye contact with any of my friends along the way, especially people who I consider my friends that are covered in their very own blood, and they're in their underwear. Yeah, because that's just a normal Sunday night for Dylan Mortensen. Fuck you, Prime.